Guys, when I was a kid here playing Sherlock Holmes, Crimes and Punishments. Alright. I always wanted to be Sherlock Holmes. Ever since I was a kid and watched Sherlock Holmes, I just always wanted to be him. Starring Sherlock Holmes. Oh my god, that is Mrs. Hudson. Minecraft Holmes. Isn't that his brother? Or the... yeah. The Fate of Peter Black. Ooh. Let's hear about this. And it looks like it's in a garden. By the way, I'm not a good detective. Oh, gunshot. Looks like I'm playing as Dr. Watson. Oh, shit.
Holmes.
Holmes. Oh, is this like a point and click adventure?
Holmes, will you stop that?
Take cover.
Stop, Holmes!
Is that you, Watson?
Yes, of course it is. And you almost killed me.
Nonsense. I was aiming for the vases.
Blindfolded?
Watson, quiet, please. I'm trying to concentrate.
What is this? The BBC's version.
Lestrade. What is it this time?
He can see me. Well, here it is, and it's a good one, Mr. Holmes. A gentleman by the name of Peter Carey, also known as Black Peter, has been murdered.
A sailor, most probably.
What happened here?
Oh, Mr. Holmes, how could you?
It's the only exercise I've had all week. A grateful client from Limoges sent me a vase collection this morning. I couldn't think of a better use for it.
You're out of your mind.
I missed 4 out of 10.
Given you were blindfolded, that was very good. Can I have a try?
Am I the only sane one here?
Yes, you are.
Right, Inspector. A little brain work would be preferable now. Do
Alright.
Please tell us more about Black Peter.
Now,
Peter
remember,
Carey,
my mind
born in
is alright for
1845
today.
and 50 years
For just
old.
only a few
An
few
ambitious sort,
seconds.
he achieved much success
You know
in
what I mean?
seal and whale hunting around Scandinavia.
Whale hunting.
Retired in 1884 with a small fortune. He invested his money in a property called Woodman's Lee, near Forest Row in Sussex. It was where he lived for 6 years, and where he was found dead yesterday.
Has the investigation already begun?
Yes and no. In fact, this crime is so mysterious that I would prefer you to join me down there.
Give me half an hour to prepare, Inspector.
Take your time and join me there. I have to go through the yard first. The merry men struck again.
What have they done this time?
They robbed a powder reserve. I'll meet you at Woodman's Lee, Mr. Holmes.
Alright.
I should help Mrs. Hudson here. I also have several appointments that I must keep this afternoon.
I shall go alone then. I cannot leave yet. I am not finished here. My analysis table. It is you. I cannot leave yet. I am not finished here.
Oh, what's this? Wardrobe. Oh, I like the brown suit. That looks cool. They gotta look fashionable. I got to look fashionable for my thing. Alright. Blah 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 blah. Blah, blah. Okay, go. Yeah, I also have I have every single Sherlock Holmes game, so pretty much
Mr. Holmes,
everything
come on.
to. Alright. Better go. Let's see. Well kept garden. The greenery and little plants. Someone must have kept this garden well.
Inspector Lestrade, when will you remove my husband's body? It's sacrilegious to leave him here like this.
As soon as we can, Mrs. Carey, I assure you. Allow me to introduce you to Mr. Sherlock Holmes. He's a detective. No doubt you've heard of him. I'll wait for you in front of the cabin, Mr. Holmes.
Alright.
My condolences, Mrs. Carey.
Thank you, Mr. Holmes.
What's this? Oh, that's just like the sea. When was the body found? Can I
Do
ask?
you remember at what time you found your husband's body?
In the morning, at around 7 o'clock, I noticed the cabin door was open, but I didn't go in to take a look, for I knew my husband would not have liked it. At around 10 o'clock, I dared to glance in through the door and... oh dear.
Did he have any visitors?
Was your husband accustomed to receiving visitors?
Oh no, I don't think so. I mean, he didn't really have many friends. He lived quite an isolated life here, after his retirement.
Anything unusual
Madam,
about that night?
can you tell me if you saw or heard anything unusual upon the night of the murder?
At 2 o'clock in the morning, I heard a terrible scream. But I thought nothing of it then. He would scream all the time when he was drunk.
Okay. Wait, there's one more shit here. Evening
Can you
before.
please tell me what occurred on the evening of the murder?
Well, Peter got drunk in the evening.
Right.
He was in such a terrible temper. Usually whenever that happened, he'd stay all night drinking in his cabin before passing out.
Alright. Now, let's see. Okay, I think this is where, like, you look at objects. Cameo. Catholic Rosary. Interesting. Crested tilt. Financial gloves. Gardening gloves, sorry. Ugh. Interesting.
You have indeed suffered a great loss, Mrs. Carey. Nevertheless, I believe it will be less of a burden for you.
Pygmy.
Yes, life with Peter was never easy, but he was still my husband.
He was different,
Plymouth.
wasn't he, when you first met him upon your return from Plymouth?
Plymouth.
Yes, Mr. Holmes. Oh my goodness, but how do you know about that?
It's quite simple. Your pilgrimage.
You undertook a pilgrimage to the Cathedral of Santiago de Compostela when you were young.
Yeah.
That much is evident from the rosary in your hand. The shortest route for the pilgrim from England to Spain is from Plymouth.
Plymouth.
I believe that you met Peter Carey as a young sailor there, and you married him soon afterwards.
That is indeed what happened, Mr. Holmes. How extraordinary.
Interesting.
Thank you, madam.
Right. Let's get to this body. So that looks like I'm detecting shit with the fucking stuff. Yeah, see, look how the garden...
It seems that the garden
yeah,
was well maintained.
Yeah, the garden's well maintained. Well, I'll ask about it when... Footprints. Examine the footprints.
These footprints appear to be quite large.
They look like a size 8.
Peter Carey's body is inside the cabin.
The door is locked.
Wait just a moment, Mr. Holmes, and I'll open it. I locked it yesterday. to ensure that no one should enter the cabin and tamper with the evidence.
Clever.
Ah, good thinking.
Hello, hello, hello.
What is it, Lestrade?
It seems to me that someone has tried to force it, Mr. Holmes.
Let me see.
Hello, hello, hello. No, it's supposed to be hello, hello. What's going on here? I see scratches on the door. These scratches look fresh, by the way. Look at the scratches.
These scratches are fresh. You're right. Someone tried to force open the door.
I swear these scratches were not here yesterday.
Now, a mysterious visitor came here last night.
Well, he's not the man for the job. This lock is not a difficult one.
Perhaps he did not have the right tool.
Interesting.
What a terrible way to die.
Over there. Knives dropped on the floor. Probably covered in blood. By his own blood. Not covered by the person. The victim. Those are from the sperm whale. And also, this also has a box. Look at this. Empty space.
This place is not covered with dust, like the rest of the shelf. An object was taken from here. It was larger than a book. A box or a small chest, perhaps. The two.
Yeah, sperm whale.
It seems that the garden... Hammerfest. Dundee. It's a whaling map.
Seems like this guy had a bit of
The
bad
ship's
blood.
logs of the Sea Unicorn for the years 1878 to 1884. Peter Carey was her captain.
Interesting.
Harpoons for hunting whales. Peter Carey's boots. They look to be a size 8. Old navigation instruments. Nothing interesting.
Indeed.
The Sea Unicorn. She was the ship that Peter Carey commanded.
I will look for... I will look at the body soon.
Drank from this glass recently. Rum. A sailor's drink. It seems that Captain Carey was enjoying a drink before he met his death.
Tobacco pouch.
The
PC.
initials PC have been crudely burned. A sailor's work.
And let me guess. It looks to be tobacco.
This aroma is familiar, but to recognize it, I must construct my associations in one picture.
It looks to be like a boat. Oh, I can't drag this. Interesting. I can't move any of these. I need to look closer to this. There you go.
Yeah.
Alright. Keep that for now. Now. Pool of blood. Alright. Look at his fingers. Like, it looks like he struggled. It looked like he tried to, you know, catch it.
The weapon. Peter Carey was impaled to the wall by a whaling harpoon. The weapon fully penetrated the body. The force of the blow was immense.
Interesting.
This man is in his 50s, yet he still looks quite strong. This wooden handle is plain and solid. This blood is from the pool underneath the dead body. Peter Carey tried to defend himself with this knife, but he did not succeed.
What is this?
JHN are probably the initials of the owner of this notebook.
Open.
The pattern of the blood stain indicates that the notebook was not lying on the floor prior to the crime, but it was dropped into the pool of blood after the death of Peter Carey.
What is this? Wait, what are the initials for the
These abbreviations mean something, but what?
Interesting. Wait a minute. Didn't the initials PC said something? Yeah, that said PC, right? That said PC. Interesting. I'm not done yet. I'm not finished with my investigation yet. I still have a few questions for her. Right. Was Peter a smoker?
Is this your husband's tobacco pouch?
I'm not sure. It might be. But he hadn't smoked in a very long time.
Interesting. We have to know everything.
The garden is very large and well maintained. Do you employ someone to look after it?
It is true. There is a lot of work, but my husband took care of it himself.
Are you sure about that?
Your husband's private papers. Do you know where they are?
There was a small tin box, barely larger than a book. He kept his papers there. It should be somewhere in his cabin.
Interesting.
Thank you, madam.
There's one thing I need to look at. And that's the footprints.
These boots don't match the footprints.
Yeah, they don't match. Looks like a size 10 then. Right, now we need to decide what is going on. Interesting. Alright, I'm going to have to put this at that. You see, the reason why... Yes, make an ambush. That would be the best option.
Someone was here yesterday. They attempted to force the door to gain entry.
Right. Organize this ambush now.
Well, Mr.
I think that we're...
And why?
Because of...
Oof.
It is very probable that whoever came here...
Ah.
We shall...
Mr. Holmes? Mr. Holmes?
Huh? Who do I go to? Oh look, I can go first person, that's cool. Organize an ambush with Landstrade.
We need to find a good place for an ambush. Perhaps behind Carey's cabin, near the window.
Oh.
This window is locked from the inside. I do not see any attempt at a break-in. This looks like the perfect hiding place.
Oh, so I just had to see if it was the perfect hiding place. I didn't know I was what was I supposed to do, sorry. Oh, shh, be quiet. Be very, very quiet.
Shh. Did you hear that? There's someone there. I'm gonna collar him.
I'll be right behind you.
Police! Hold it right there. All right, my fine fellow. Who are you and what are you doing here?
You're detectives, I suppose. You imagine that I'm connected with the death of Captain Carey. I assure you I'm innocent.
Innocent? And what are you doing in his cabin?
Shall I tell you? You came to retrieve what you had lost after killing Peter Carey, but we were here waiting for you.
What is your name?
John Hopley Nelligan, but I didn't...
JHN.
that you came here yesterday.
JHN.
No, but I... Yes,
He
it's just that I couldn't...
I'm tired of this. Off we go to the yard. Tomorrow, I'll see that you're put in front of the judge.
What? But you can't! I'm not...
Enough. You can explain.
But...
In light of recent events...
You are welcome, Inspector.
Yeah, but it's not him. Look, the notebook belongs to him, but there's also a tobacco pouch by PC, and in the notebook it said PC.
Good morning, Mr. Holmes. Can I help you?
Good morning, Constable. I would like to speak to the fellow who was arrested at Woodman's Lee last night.
Ah, the young man. He's waiting in the interrogation room. You can go straight through. His belongings are held in the evidence room.
Thank you. These are the suspect's belongings. A handkerchief with the initials JHN.
A ring. Interesting. Has words on it.
From R. Dawson. To my friend and partner, 1883. Dawson. I've seen this name before. Perhaps my archive holds the answer. A pocket knife. It was used to force the door of Peter Carey's cabin. The notebook that we found. These abbreviations.
And the abbreviations might mean the initials and their number, maybe. Right. Let's talk about the notebook.
Does this notebook belong to you?
Yes. But where did you find it? I did not know... I thought I'd lost it at the hotel.
What do these abbreviations mean?
Oh, no. I beg you, I can't. If I told you, it would only make things worse.
I'll find
But
out.
we'll find out eventually, Mr. Nelligan.
I'll just find out eventually. Now, the sea
The
knife.
sea knife was found near Carey's body. Tell me, Mr. Nelligan, did Mr. Carey try to defend himself or to attack you with it?
I don't know. I didn't kill anyone.
Okay. Patch. The gold
police
ring.
seized this valuable ring from you. Whose is it?
I didn't steal it from anyone. It has always belonged to me.
Objection. The engravings.
The ring's date of engraving is many years ago. You would have been a child then, hardly in any position to receive such an item from a partner.
Ring's owner.
So, Mr. Nelligan, who is the true owner of the ring?
The ring is mine.
No. Your father's jacket.
No, Mr. Nelligan. I believe that the ring had belonged to your father.
Oh, but how do you know?
Your jacket,
The
obviously.
jacket you are wearing is made of an expensive fabric that only a man of exceptional wealth could afford. You do not seem to me to be a rich man, Mr. Nelligan. Furthermore, the garment is ill-fitting. It is quite clear that it belonged to someone else, most probably your father. With your father gone and taking with him the family's wealth, as a little boy you had to find yourself a manual job, and it was most probably cleaning fish. You cut your hands often while working.
Your scars.
I can tell from the scars.
I'm speechless, Mr. Holmes. It all happened exactly as you say.
Well, I
Well.
will see you soon, young man.
I'll see you
Please,
soon.
let me go. I'm innocent.
Oh.
I need to stage a reconstruction. I am sure that Watson would be happy to oblige.
Alright. Interesting. Watson.
A spot of whale.
Are you serious?
No, but we do need to clarify what happened on the night of Black Peter's murder.
A reenactment, then? It's something...
The sailor's night.
Peter Carey...
It is possible.
I don't quite...
Tell me, my friend.
Ah, I see what you're getting at, Holmes. You asked me that once before. On the Ripper case, I believe. Do you want to slit some more pigs?
No.
Thank goodness for that.
I wish to impale one with a harpoon.
One...
Watson.
And the...
One of the...
Alright, go.
I need to take a harpoon with me.
Well, it looks like we'll have to go back to Woodlands Lee.
That should do it.
Well,
To and
a little...
stand.
Holmes, you should aim for the mark in order to perform the most reliable test. The harpoon has struck the body, but with insufficient strength to pierce it straight through.
Very hard to fucking...
Holmes, you...
Me aiming at it is more harder than it seems. Fuck. Ah! Come on! I hit the middle. Ah! Yes! Let's go! Motherfucker.
This is the best.
If it was luck, then it was a chance in 1,000 that night.
Well,
All right.
very.
Of course.
Right.